Dear students, in the last class we studied the combination of resistors connected in a series. In that case, what we got? The equivalent resistance Rs we got as sum of all the resistors. If there are three resistors R1, R2 and R3, the equivalent resistance Rs is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. This is the formula we obtained. Here in the series connection, the current throughout the resistors flowing same, right? And voltage or the potential difference provided in the circuit is divided into the each resistor. Now here we have some disadvantages, like if any one of the component, I will show it in the figure. There are three resistors. If you connect in a series here, the same current I is flowing, no doubt, but here the voltage is divided into each component. And what are the drawbacks here? In series connection, if any one of the component is not working, current will not flow. If it is not working, current will not flow here, it stops here. So all the resistors will not get the current, they will not work. That is one disadvantage. Another disadvantage is each component need a different level of current to operate properly. But here the current is the same current is flowing in all the resistors or the all electrical appliances. When you are used here, the proper working is also not possible, and here voltage drops. Okay, so that are the all disadvantages. So to be overcome that, we will do another type of combination of resistors, namely parallel connection of the resistors. Now how we can do this? I will take three resistors R1, R2 and R3. I will connect it in parallel. In the figure I will show it, the schematic diagram, and what is the equivalent resistance we will get, we will find out what is the formula. Okay, so we will take the three resistors. First one, second one and third one, right? All put together, we will find a common endpoint here. Here R1, R2 and R3. Now this we will connect it to the common potential difference using cell or battery. We can do that, and key if you want. If you want to measure the voltage here, voltmeter, and if you want ammeter. Now this is the three resistors connected in parallel. How we have to connect it? The endpoint of this, the two endpoints of the resistors are connected to a common point here, and this side of all the endpoints, the three resistors, R1, R2 and R3. So all connected to a common point. So here the voltage supplied, the endpoints of this, the common point is connected to the two ends here, to the voltage. Okay, and current if you take I here flowing in the circuit here. Now if you observe carefully, when the current will come here, it has got different path here. Three paths it has got. Some charged particles may move in this resistor, some current is flowing in this resistor R2, and some current. Like if you have 100 people and if you have to go to the other end, if you have one way or one path, all 100 people will go in one path. Now imagine there are three paths are there, separate three paths, and From here to go there, there are 3 paths are there. Now 100 people should go to there, then what they will do? Some of will go in R1 path, some of the people will go in R2 path, and some will go R3. So it is not difficult for them, they will distribute themselves to go in different paths. Same manner here, when the current comes here, it has 3 paths to move, so the current will divide here into different branches. Like here, 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 current will, I1 I will write. So current I1 flows in the R1 resistor, I2 in second case, and I3 current will flow in the third resistor. And when all this current come here, they join together here, and when come here outside the resistors, again the same current I, the current will be I here again, and it will flow in the circuit till here. At this point it branches and it here joins together here. So this is the way of arrangement takes place, or the distribution of current takes place in the parallel connection. Now what about the voltage or the potential difference? Whatever potential difference is provided by the source here, same potential, because they have the common point, same potential difference we will get. Okay. Now how to find the equivalent resistance? Instead of this 3 here, if we use one resistance having same resistance together, what value or how much we should take, how to find out that formula, that we have to learn today. Now if I will keep the ammeter here, what is the full current flowing in the entire system we can find out if you connect the ammeter here. But I want to find the current flowing through the resistor R1, where I have to connect it, this ammeter, I have to connect it here. Here I have to connect ammeter like this way. Then I will get the current flowing in this one, I can measure. If you want to measure the current flowing through the second ammeter, second resistor, I have to connect the ammeter like this way. Or if you want to find the current flowing in the third resistor R3, you have to keep the ammeter to read the current in this manner. So depending upon the where is the current you want to measure it, there you have to keep the ammeter in the experiment. Okay. Now we will find the formula here. Now voltage is remains same here. Here voltage is V, here as a voltage is here at the end, here as a voltage is a V, because it have common point. Now you have to make use Ohm's law here to find the I1, I2 and I3. What is the Ohm law says? Ohm's law, V is equal to I into R, voltage, the potential difference is equal to current into resistance. Now I want current here because current it divides into 3 branches. So if you use this formula, you will get I is equal to, it is V divided by R. So this formula I will make use now to find the current in the circuit. Now first resistor current flowing is I1, it is given by the voltage is same V, but resistance is R1. In the second branch, second resistor, current is I2 and it is given by the Ohm's formula. It is voltage is same V only, but the resistance is now R2 here. And in the third resistor, current is I3, then current is given by V by R3. Okay. Now we will add it. Total current I, the total current I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. Now it is equal to I1 is V by R1 plus V by R2 plus V by R3. Now this current I by I can write again Ohm's law. If the current is flowing I, the voltage is supplied V. Now instead of this 3 resistor, I will use one resistor having the equivalent resistance of all these three connected in parallel. Instead of these three, if I will use one resistance having the same resistance together, how much these three resistors will produce. So instead of that one, if I will use, so it is V by Rp. Now equivalent resistance is Rp I will use. It is the same, this one we will get the same resistance altogether. This V by R2 plus V by R3. Now what is common here? V is common. So you divide it by V here in the equation. So by dividing by V or taking it outside V, what we will get? It is 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So this is the formula we obtained today. When the resistors are connected in parallel, the equivalent resistance Rp is equal to 1 by Rp is equal to, it is 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Okay. So this is the formula we will use, and you may able to solve some problems using this type of combination. What you have to remember, the resistors when they are connected in parallel, the equivalent resistance Rp is given by the formula 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Okay. Now before solving the problem, what are the advantages of connecting them in parallel? Briefly I will explain. Now imagine if the one resistor is not working, some problem is there, it is not working. Imagine it is not working. I will write it. It is not working. Some problem is there. Current is not flowing. I1 current is not flowing. Now what about when the current will come? It is not flow in this one R1 resistance, but instead there is path is there. It is continuous path. Here it will go current, and in the resistor R3 current will go. So current is flowing in these two resistors. So no problem, whichever part, whichever component or resistor in this type of combination is not working, no problem, the others remaining components, the resistors work normally. As usual, they will work. The second point is, if you see here, the voltage, each one get the same high voltage, the potential difference, it is not divided. So which one need how much sufficient amount of voltage they will get? So they will get equal voltage. The third point is, depending upon the component, electrical appliances, or the resistors, whichever you are using, they will get the current how much they need, because current is branched out. Some components may need small amount of current, or some may have to want large amount of current. Whatever it is, since current is branches here, so the required amount of current they will get. Voltage will be high, remaining same, it is remaining for all the resistors. So in this type of connection is best one, and in your houses also, if you observe this type of combination of resistor or electrical appliances, they will do, it is the practically applicable instead of series one. Okay. So that is the advantage we have. Now we will solve one or two problems, how to solve this one, then you will understand. And one more thing I forgot to tell. Now if you see here the formula 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Here R in the reciprocal, in the denominator, the resistance, its value becomes small. So if you add it, I will give one example, you will see what is the number of equivalent resistance you will get. It is the smallest number you will get compared to the total 3 resistors. Okay. So here resistance of the circuit also decreases. So it is good for all the appliances to work, because resistance less means the charged particles move freely. or with the less difficulty, and heat energy given out in that case also less. So, the working of electrical appliances smoothly takes place in a parallel combination. Okay. Now, we will solve one problem, example problem. And they are given the 3 resistors value in the figure. The value they are given, the resistors have the value. First one 5 ohm, 5 ohm. Second resistor value is 10 ohm, and third resistor 30 ohm. They are connected in series and which have the battery of 12 volt. Battery is a 12 volt here, and what we have to find out here, we have to find, this is the figure given, we have to find out the current through each resistor, the current through each resistor, R1, R2 like that way. Each resistor. Second part is B, total current in the circuit. Total current in the circuit. And third part of the problem is total resistance, total circuit resistance. Total circuit resistance. These 3 will find out. Now here, if you see here, how they are connected? Parallel connection. So which formula we have to use? This formula we have to use to find the total resistance. Now before that, first one we will take the current through each resistor. We have to find I1, I2 and I3. Now we have to use Ohm's formula first. I is equal to V by R. We have to use the formula I is equal to V by R. Now current I1 is equal to, what is the voltage supplied here? It is same as this much. Okay, it is V by R1 is equal to, V is how much? 12 volt. Potential difference or voltage is 12 volt divided by, what is the resistance? First one 5 ohm divided by 5. 12 divided by 5, 5 2s are 10, point is there, 2 remaining 20, 5 4s are 20. This much ampere. Current is 2.4 ampere is flowing. Now come to the second resistor, I2 it is, current flowing is I2. What is the value of I2 here? It is again the same formula, V by R. Here V is same, but R is R2 we have to write. Resistance is different here. Now it is equal to, current voltage is same, again 12 volt only, divided by the resistance is now how much? 10. 12 divided by 10 is 10 ones are 10, 20, 2 10. So it is 1.2 ampere. Current in the second resistor is 1.2 ampere. What about the third resistor? What is the current in this resistor? R3. So I3 is equal to V by R3 is equal to 12 divided by how much here? 30 here. 3 4s are 3, 10s are, how much it is? 4 it will divide, then 40, 4 times ampere. Now what is the current in the circuit? I, the total current. So each part we found out, total current in the circuit. I have to find out. What is I is equal to? So I is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. It is equal to, what are the three branches of current? 2.4 ampere plus 1.2 ampere plus 0.4 ampere. How much we will get? 4 plus 2, 6, 6 plus 4, 10, 1 in hand, 2 here plus 2, 4, 4.0, or it is nothing but the total current in the circuit I is equal to 4 ampere. So here current flowing is nothing but the flow of current I, we got a 4 ampere, it branches 2.4, 1.2 and last one we got a 0.4 ampere. So B part also we completed. Now we have to find out the C answer. The total resistance of these three, how much resistance it will provide to this circuit, entire circuit. So we will find out. What is the formula? This is the new formula we studied today, no? That formula. This is the total equivalent resistance we have to find out. Instead of this 3, if I use 1, what is the total equivalent resistance? So it is equal to 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by R1 is how much? 5 ohm plus it is 1 by 10 ohm plus 1 by 30 ohm. Okay. Now we will simplify this. It is common denominator 30. So which number you have to multiply to make it 30? 5 6 are 30. Now 10 common denominator is 30 you have to make. Which number you have to multiply? Numerator and denominator 3. And lastly it is already denominator is 30. So no need to change. It is 6 by 30 plus 3 by 30 plus 1 by 30. We made common denominator as 30. So add the numerator 30. It is 6 plus 3 plus 1 is equal to 10 by 30. So 1 by Rp is equal to 10 by 30, or if you want, again simplify, divide by 10. 1 by Rp is equal to 1 by 3. So I want Rp, not 1 by Rp, I want Rp, the total equivalent resistance. So write the reciprocal and write here also reciprocal. Reciprocal of 1 by Rp is Rp and reciprocal of 1 by 3 is 3. So the total resistance given by these 3 resistors when they are connected in parallel is just 3 ohm. So instead of this 3, the full one resistor if you use, its resistance should be 3 ohm. Rp should be 3 ohm. Now if you see here, 5, 10, 30 ohm I have used in parallel connection, but the total resistance how much we got? Just it is 3 ohm. How much less it becomes? Just it is 3 ohm, right? So I said no, it is the total resistance always reduces in the parallel connection, but in series connection we have to add each resistance. If you same resistors, if you connect in series, it is 5 plus 10 plus 30. How much it will change? 45 ohm. The resistance will become in series connection 45 ohm. So much large it is. Okay, but in this case it reduces to just 3 ohm even though you use 3 resistors in parallel. Okay, so that is the thing. Now total resistance we found out by using this method. Now we can use Ohm's law also, we can find this one I value. We have used here and find this one resistance. I will find out the total current here. How much we got total current? 4 ampere. See, I will get it. So in the full circuit, if you take current I is equal to V by R. This is the formula, right? Here how much we got? Voltage 12 volt. And resistance how much we just found out? Resistance is 3 ohm. Then current is equal to 3 ones are 3 fours. So in this method also we got 4 ampere current, and when we found out this adding separately, if we found also, we got the same answer 4 ampere. This if we added, what we got 2.4, 1.2 and 0.4. There also we got the same total current as 4 ampere. Okay. So this is the way we can find the answer for the resistors when they connect in a parallel. I hope you understood how to solve the problem. There may be different way they will combine the resistors, and they may ask you to solve the problem. Like this way, one problem, one diagram I will do, try to get the answer, okay, or we'll try to solve this one. There are two resistors. They have given the diagram like this way. Here 3 resistors connected in parallel. R1, R2, R3, R4 and R5. The question is, they have arranged this one resistance, values I will write, we can solve. It is 10 ohm, first one R1, R2 is 40 ohm and R3 is 30 ohm, R4 20 ohm and lastly 60 ohm. The 5 resistors they are connected like this way, and voltage supplied, potential difference is a 12 volt battery, 12 volt battery. Now you have to find the total resistance in the circuit and total current. What is the total resistance of this one and total current I? What is the current I if is flowing? I you have to find out, and what is the total resistance? Here there are 2 parts. Here we have to find the total resistance here, and this resistance will find separately. So first case it is parallel connection. So P1 is 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 it is. So 1 by 10 plus 1 by 40, 1 by Rp1. So it is common denominator 40, it become 4 into, here it is 1, 5 by 40, so 5 ones are 5 eights, 1 by 8, 1 by Rp. So Rp is equal to reciprocal of this 8 ohm. So here the total resistance given is 8 ohm. Now what is the total resistance given by this 3? We will find out. So one Rp2 I will write, it is R3, R4 and 1 by R5. There are 3 resistors. Again they are connected in parallel. So it is equal to 1 by 30 plus 1 by 20 plus 1 by 60. What is the common denominator? 60. So 3 2s, it will become 2. It become into 3. Here 1. Calculation part only. It is 6 by 60. 6 ones are 6 tens are. So 1 by 10. 1 by Rp2 is equal to this or Rp2. Reciprocal if you write, it is reciprocal of 1 by 10 is 10. So total resistance given by this is 10 ohm. Right? Now these two are connected in a series. One end of this connected to this and this end connected to this. They are connected in series. So what is the total resistance then? So total resistance is 1 by, it is series, no, not this formula. So R is nothing but Rp1 plus Rp2. We have to add in series connection. It is 8 plus 10, it is equal to 18 ohm. So the total resistance is 18 ohm. Full 5 resistors, if you connect 18 ohm it is. Then voltage is 12 ohm. What is the total current? Total current I is equal to V by R, 12 by 18. That much ampere. If you simplify that 12 by 18, you will change into decimal form. So that is the answer. So they may give different type of combination of resistors. So see whether it is series or parallel and apply the formula, find the answer. Okay. Thank you.